Ryze is broken, and today I'm going to show you exactly why. So, as many of you know, Riot recently added this actualizer item, which basically just means if you have a lot of mana, you deal a lot more damage. Ryze has a bunch of mana. So, the build that I like doing on Ryze is Rod of Ages, first item. Then you go Archangels. And then third item, you run Actualizer. And then you usually will go something like a Death Cap. You can also, after completing this Seraths, go another tier and then build a Fimbulwinter if you want to be a little bit tankier. Something that I want to note, my starting items on Ryze are usually Sapphire Crystal and Refillable. And what I like doing is pushing wave 3, taking a base, and then buying tier and coming back to lane. Usually you'll miss one CS to do this, but it is great because you get your tier stacking so early, you get your catalyst early, and you get to play with a refillable in the laning phase. Definitely try this if you haven't played Ryze. One thing that I will note, when you do this, I do this every single game in this video, so you'll see examples of it, but very important to conserve your mana until that cannon wave arrives, because you need to spam spells on it to get that push out, and then you can base, buy a tier, and ghost back to lane, and you'll be set up to actually win the laning phase and stack that tier very, very quickly. So, if you guys do enjoy this content, by the way, please subscribe to the channel. Helps out a bunch. There's also a link in the description where you can enter your email and I'll send you tips of lessons that I've learned over thousands of hours of coaching condensed into a few emails. And there's also a link to a Discord if you want to join that, discuss some builds with people. But if nothing else, hopefully you'll enjoy the video and have a good one. See ya. Bye. We are back on Ryze mid lane and around gold MMR. As you know, I like doing Sapphire Crystal into Refillable Potion. We're playing against Azir. As you can see, again, still a bunch of magic damage in the game, which means we will be playing Merc Treads very, very quickly. The runes I'm taking are these with Triple Tonic and Magical Footwear. They have great win rate. Same with Ghost instead of Teleport. It just has slightly better win rate. Whenever you do this, take E level 1, and the goal is level 3, or on the cannon wave, we want to shove out the wave, take a base, get a tier, and then come back to the lane with a Ghost. Also, if you guys do enjoy the content, please subscribe to the channel. Helps me out a bunch. If not, there's a link in the description where you can input your email, and I'll send you a list of things that I have learned over thousands of hours of coaching that actually helps people improve. And there's also a link to Discord if you want to go discuss some builds on this season. Azir, bit of a funny matchup. I just want to push him in. I want to make it so clear that on Ryze, your primary goal should be to just shove the waves, especially once you get later into the laning phase. Shove the waves and make sure the enemy laner cannot impact the map. Your goal is to try to stabilize the game as much as possible by either roaming or farming jungle camps, but having constant priority is kind of like the key to actually stabilizing the game on Ryze, because it allows you to just shove waves and roam and make sure your team is not 0 and 15 by minute 5, right? So that's what we'll be doing. Very important when you play this Sapphire Crystal first item that you try to conserve as much mana as possible. Since you don't have any mana regen, it can be very, very easy for you to completely run out of mana and just get stuck in an awkward spot in the lane. Looks like the Azir wants to do some trading with me. That's fine. I want to shove the next wave in, so that's what we'll do. We'll oh my god, some bad last hitting on my part, but it's okay. I just want to proc Phase Rush and Mana Flow Band. Pop potions here, and now we're going to insta-shove this wave. That's going to give us enough gold for tier, then we can base and pick up a tier. So again, just shove out the wave as quickly as possible. Level 3, pop our elixir. Shove in the wave. Mr. Cannon Minion, classic. Take a base here, grab tier, and now we're going to ghost back to the lane, because generally speaking, during the early stages, you're not going to be popping your ghost anyway during the laning phase, so you might as well use it to get back to lane just that little bit faster. Make sure you bleed less minions. This usually ends up costing you 2 minions to get this base off with Ghost. But if you've done well, you have forced the enemy laner to waste mana and lose a little bit of HP. But you can see we're going to come back to lane and we're going to have lost 1 minion this time, which is just great, right? So now we have tier and refillable and Sapphire Crystal, and we've only lost 1 minion. I can try to hold the wave here, try to make it a little bit awkward for the Azir if he wants to base. That minion walked into tower range. They increased the tower range aggro. This would usually not hit. They increased it by like 20 pixels this season, which is kind of annoying. He will want to shove out and then take a base. It means that my muscle memory is not really spot on for what's in tower range. But you can see he is running out of mana, which is good. Just throw an E on him. We see the Nunu. No intention of trying to fight the Nunu or the Azir here. I don't think this is winning for us. The Nunu is in the bush, I think. I didn't see him leave the bush, so we can just wait. He's holding the wave here because Nunu wants to look for a gank. Nunu could also be basing in the bush. which would be good by him. I think if I walk topside, I'm pretty safe here, even if Nunu snowballs. So we'll walk topside here and then shove out the wave. Make sure I save my W just in case Nunu's here. That was not the angles I was expecting him from. I didn't get my W on him. I did, but I'm still dead, I think. But maybe he can die. Maybe Azir flashes on me. Okay, I mean, I get out. That was really not the angle I expected him to come from. He will maybe even look for me here. That sucks. My flash was not great. I didn't know how to approach that sequence. My wave kinda... Yeah, I will bleed some minions for that. So it goes. Yeah, I thought Nunu would come from this angle. But he must have based and then come back through mid lane. Because he got Faded Ashes as well. Which, I mean, yeah, he fooled me. He went into this bush, based, then came back through mid this angle. Completely played me. Which means I will just be slightly behind in the laning phase. But it's okay. You can go slightly behind in the laning phase as Ryze. I want to try to stop him from being able to do anything here. I think I can actually take his flash here. Play this as slowly as possible. Missed the Q, man. Missing that Q is a bit rough. He will take a base here. I'll try to cancel him. My Qs are not good. I mean, of course I will cancel your base. The longer Azir stays in lane like this, the better it is for me. Because he will bleed minions like this. Nunu could come mid lane again, but I don't think I die. It would have to be like a 1v1 to the Nunu, which I don't think is possible. Should still hold my E though. Take the wave. Maybe I am dead. Yeah, he flashes on me, I die. But he will die as well. That's tough, man. That's tough. He can take a plate if he really wants it, to be honest. I will take a base again. Get my catalyst. This Nunu is just loving mid lane, huh? I mean, it makes sense. I'm a no-flash Ryze. I mean, to be honest, I don't care if Nunu kills me. As long as I get the wave in, I'm pretty happy. Just gonna run mid lane, collect the wave. Azir will have slight advantage. I mean, that is very unfortunate for the Nunu, though, I will say. Pull the wave here a little bit, and then just shove it. I want to try to take a plate. This Nunu is... Yeah, he's just sitting mid lane a lot. We need to get some deep wards. If you, like, Nunu's one of those champions where regular wards don't help because he comes in so fast, right? Like, if there's a snowball here, by the time you see him, you're probably dead. So we see him bot lane. So you really want deep wards against him. So I'm gonna go place a ward on his wraiths here. That might be good enough. How's bot lane looking? They're probably dead. Can I save them? No, they're just dead. I don't even think I saved the Alistar here. Let's just come back to mid lane. Complete waste of my time running down there. We just want to push out mid lane. Again, the Azir can harass me as much as he wants to. As long as I get push on the wave, I'm kind of happy. So I'm just going to keep EQing the wave like this. And he will hit me a little bit, but I'll shove in the wave. And then I can keep him under tower a little bit. Very important that I don't try to harass him under the tower here, because he can just shuffle me under the tower. And with no flash, that usually means that I'll die or get chunked out very heavily. Nunu can look mid lane here. They're probably doing Drake. I'll come back to mid. Azir will maybe take my pink ward here. No, looks like he won't. They're just running down to Drake. This feels very strange. Azir is not mid lane. I mean, I know that they will get the Drake, but... strange. Nunu will come through mid lane with Azir. I have zero doubts. Let's just leave. I think I'm okay here. I don't think he reaches all the way. He is trying, though. For sure. Can we not do something? Do I have to ult mid lane here? I think I have to ult over the Nunu. Because he's sitting here. I'm fine. Whatever. I'll ult, sure. I don't like how my Kazakhs played that. I think we could have caught the Nunu here very easily. And he would have died. Instead, I have to lose my ult now. And he gets a plate mid lane. And I lose waves. I think we should have killed the Nunu there. Nunu can look mid lane again from top side. Kind of confused as to how my Kazakhs doesn't have a massive advantage. It feels like Nunu has been kind of like perma-wasting time. I would love to take a base at some point here. Because I do have my Catalyst or my Aroa here. I mean, this guy won't die, but we can get his ult, which is pretty good. Yeah, we see Nunu. There's, I mean, but Kazakhs is just on Grump. That sucks. But it means we can harass mid lane. We know that Nunu can't be mid at least. But Us losing grubs here, it feels very criminal. We had Alistar that opened topside. We have mid lane that's completely pushed out, and we're losing grubs. Get a plate here. And then leave. And then take a base. Could run bot lane here. But I just want a base, to be honest. I think base makes more sense. Because I have Roa, and I'm There we go. Get a pink ward as well while we're at it. And then come back to mid lane. You can see we're now up 5 CS and we've gotten a plate mid lane. So we've stabilized mid lane for the most part, despite the fact that Nunu has been sitting here. That probably means Kha'Zix's entire top side is dead though, which sucks, but what can you do? Shove this out. There we go. I want to check his top side, just to make sure that Nunu does not get 8 million free camps. Okay, his wraiths are still up. It's probably good enough. Okay, all his topside camps are up. Nunu can open through mid lane here, but I have pretty decent vision on the bot side, and my Alistar is also covering, so I again feel pretty safe just sitting pretty far up mid lane here and shoving out the waves. Azir can soldier me all he wants to. Doesn't really matter. We see Sona. Place a pink here. Go take some vision on the bot side, and then just chill. We can be annoying to the Azir. A W would be massive here. Good harass and then just run away. I don't like seeing that my Ornn is getting solo killed by a Kayle. Oh, my Alistar can die here. Nah, he's fine. Yeah, he's completely fine. My Kha'Zix is behind in CS. How is that possible? I don't think this is necessarily winning. Wow, that dealt a lot of damage. Alistar did not ult. He dies. That is a bunch of damage. That Nunu did way more than I thought he would. I hate... How are we behind on Kha'Zix this game? Because Nunu has certainly been taking drakes and grubs and ganking. Which is fine. I don't... Like, that's what Nunu does, you know? Well, that's crazy by the Azir. Don't. I saw the intent in his eyes. He wanted that kill. Don't. That was very obvious by Azir, so just you can sidestep Azir ult if he does that. During the early stages, Azir ult is pretty easy to sidestep because it's less soldiers. So you can do it like that, and you'll be fine. He made that very, very telegraphed. That's why I was able to dodge it. Ugh, that sucks. Slap the tower once, and then just leave. Nunu is back in mid lane. He does not catch me here. We'll just go base here. Yeah, Nunu is supposed to be ganking a lot and taking objectives. That's what the champion does, right? He scales horribly. So I expect him to get more done than Kha'Zix during the early stages. Like, Kha'Zix is a pretty slow jungler. But I expect my Kha'Zix to be ahead in some regard when Nunu takes all of these things, right? Like, he should be getting some sort of advantage for the, like, amount of time Nunu is spending doing stuff. We can trade with the Azir here. We have tier 2 boots, so should be pretty winning. These trades. And you can see we just run up, full combo him, and then run away. We see him here. I have Merc treads now, so ganking should be a little bit harder for the Nunu too. Can force the Azir out. We want to just continue pushing mid lane here. We need to stabilize the game. Stabilize the game. Probably the way to do that is by roaming bot lane here. I don't think I can take the plate here. Azir's going to defend it. I could look for an ult bot lane here. One ult is usually all it takes. I want to ping that I'm on my way here. Ah, looks impossible. Yeah, they have wards. Azir is now basing mid lane. So it's not like we get anything for this either. Come back to mid lane. Oh, they're playing this? I mean, this should just be possible, no? And we should just die. Nice. Don't think we get anything else. Could maybe try to ult on the Jhin. No, looks impossible. Azir can come here. Let's just run back to mid lane, push out the wave, then look for a base. Oh, this base could be a bit tough, because I'm low HP, right? So Azir can try to threaten me. Oh, Jhin is here as well. Goodbye. Goodbye, fellas. And my Kha'Zix is still down a level. Yeah, Kha'Zix is gonna bleed on the tower here. I already know. He might die to Azir. We'll see. He's just feeling incredibly useless, to be honest, which is a bit sad. But so it goes. We have 3 kills. We're doing pretty well. Haven't been able to really stomp lane that hard. We're only up 12 CS. But we've been able to impact the map, which is kind of what matters. And we've dragged Nunu mid lane a lot, which is usually what matters. At least I should be hex flashing here. That was not good. He will get out, I think. Yeah, maybe. Well, if I miss that spell, then so it goes. Someone can be mid lane. I mean, a Q kills him here. You don't think that was just a tiny bit close? Kha'Zix gets it, but he will die to Nunu because he flashed the wrong way. Maybe we can save him, actually. Okay, he's good. We can keep pressuring mid lane. Kha'Zix will want to base here. Shouldn't do Drake, I don't think. I think just base. Oh, what in the world? Okay, the entire enemy team is mid. I guess just run away. Sack the Kha'Zix. I guess I die here as well. Why did they open me? It's crazy that I almost won that. But they bleed so many plates bot lane for this. That was very unexpected, I will say. I did not expect the bot lane to open through mid here. They lost a lot of bot lane minions for that. And the plates. But they will get Drake for it. They should have taken mid plates as well. Jhin should have been on the mid tower here. They could have done a pretty nice rotation. Oh well. I guess we'll be happy about that. Top lane is losing pretty hard. Kayle can be a problem. I think Ryze kind of owns Kayle late game though. So we should be fine. I don't think she has the damage to kill me. Azir will get the plates bot here. She's one item. But she doesn't have her quest yet. Oh no, she does. He doesn't have his quest yet. Okay. So she might actually be ahead in gold right now because she has quest. What in the world? Do I want to move there? I think I just take mid plates, to be honest. I don't have ult, otherwise I would be very happy to try to look for a play here. But I think I can just take mid plates and be fine. Like, they'll come mid lane to try to defend. We don't have grubs, though. That's kind of the main thing. They'll look for a bot dive. But if I get a mid tower here, that's great. But I think they take bot tower before I get mid tower here. I know. But if I move, I make it too obvious, I think. Just kill the Nunu now. That was crazy. He still dies, but that was crazy. Missing that kind of sucks. How's bot lane looking? They're winning. Nice. Come back to mid lane, push out the wave. Oh, we're on a timer against the Kayle top lane. I think she gets the first tower here. Damn. That's okay, though. Push this out. Yeah, she gets first tower. It's close, but she just takes it slightly faster. One minion. Take base here. We have Seraths. We're gonna move into Actualizer next. I could run top lane here and try to kill the Kayle if she goes for next wave. She does not. Let's go mid lane then. I get Herald. Move into Actualizer. Okay, how do we win this game? Everyone is kind of weak. We need to make some kind of miracle happen in the side lane. We need to break the Kayle and then break top tower or break bot tower. Like, we need to break one of these side lane towers. Which is hard because the enemy team is constantly opening through mid. Oh. Nothing we can do. Maybe we can catch the Jhin bot lane though. He might greed and walk up. We'll sit with an ult here and wait. Nah, it's warded. It sucks. They might look for me mid lane here from the top side with Nunu and Sona. Let's be a little bit careful. Okay, we have good vision. There's Jhin mid lane. But that means we just get a bot lane tower, I think. Which is good. Means bot lane tower should be pretty secure. Can hover it down here. Okay, Sivir gets a plate. We could ult onto the Jhin mid lane as well, if he's here. They're heralding mid. Okay. I don't think they make any progress with that herald. I think that's a pretty bad herald by them. Yeah. I mean, they won't take the tower for sure. Oh, they actually almost did. Oh, my Sivir is coming mid. But that means we're dropping bot tower. Oh, I don't like that by Sivir. But we killed top lane, so that's good. Damn, that means I now have to run bot lane and defend the tower. I really did not want to do this. But otherwise we would be dropping bot waves, which we don't want. I think Sivir could have just continued side laning and we would have been okay. We get top tower. So top tower is now broken. Which is great, because that means if we force a play on top lane, we can take a tier 2 if we kill the Kayle under tower or something like that. I'm going to continue pushing out bot lane here. I could be getting trapped by the Nunu and Azir. Okay, the Azir probably teleported top lane, so we want to shove out bot lane here. Ideally take this tower, and then we can look for a play mid lane. Ideally with an ult would be good. But I want the bot tower first. Bot tower first. That's a Kayle teleport. I mean, if Nunu isn't here, then I kill her. Okay, Nunu might be here. Let's just go mid lane then. Actually, I think push one more wave. I think even if Nunu is here, I'm mostly fine. Shove the wave, leave. Nunu is mid. Can look to ult maybe. Could be good. I think this ult can work. Oh, they broke tower. I think just kill the Nunu though. Should be fine. Nice. Look for Sona next. W her. And she will die. Jhin dies too. Nice. There we go. Great ult. Great ult. It's kind of what you can do when you have constant pressure. Now we can run back to bot lane. Ornn actually wants to go bot lane, so let me base here and then I'll run top lane and keep pressuring the top side. I don't think my Ornn should be wanting to match the Kayle because I think it is pretty losing for him. I think he should be wanting to maybe... But Azir is also losing for him, so I guess it's tough. Oh, my Kha'Zix is caught. Kayle probably kills. Never mind. Kayle is almost 16 though. I guess Kayle gets so much XP playing top lane actually. So much XP, and Dusk and Dawn is great on her too. Yeah, wait, things are a bit scary. And I'm not for Drake. I guess I have to just take this wave and run down. That feels bad. I think I have to go through mid lane here. If we let the enemy team get Drake, I think they have too much of an insurance when it comes to like winning the game. But if Ornn dies here, then I think we just have to push out mid lane, sadly. Oh, he is forcing a fight pretty hard. Oh, they're going in. Guys, you need to be a little bit slower. Jhin trap, classic. Yeah, I mean, we're just not there in time. Pop Ghost, I think. I'll be in the fight, but way too quick. These guys played it way too quick. I think I might be able to defend, but it will be hard. If they... I think we could have tried to kill the Sona here. I mean, I have a bunch of damage. Look at that damage. We can try to play this for sure. I don't like what my Kha'Zix is doing here. We could have killed them all. I think we could have killed them all. He has ult. He's just... It's fine, man. It's fine. You're doing great, man. You're doing awesome. You're not useless. You're not basically single-handedly losing the game. Okay, Azir is 2 items. I mean, I can do a lot in these fights. I just need someone. Like, someone who also does damage. And Kha'Zix is playing way too scared to do anything. And Ornn obviously died too early. Like, I need these two to make space for me. Once I get Actualizer, I think I kill their entire team, by the way. The problem is Kayle will be 16 by then. But it might be okay. Can ult the Sona here? Maybe not. I want to make a play with ult. Like, we need to break the game open somehow with another ult. It's the main way you kind of accelerate the game on Ryze. Like, probably a mid play. They could be duoing Baron here. If they... No. Oh, are they on it? No, Azir would pop this and then they wouldn't be on it, right? But they could be. Okay, they're not. Oh, maybe you can go? Yeah, I think it's good. Where is he? That sucks. He flashes. Maybe can kill the Nunu though? I think he dies. Flashy Q should... I missed the Q! I'm just dead then. But I have a bunch of damage, man. I am dealing so much. We should kill them all, right? Yeah, they're all dead. They're all dead. They're all dead. They're all dead. Wow, I got a lot of damage. Okay, that's good. Kayle takes spot stuff, but that's fine. Oh, I think we could have gotten Baron here, actually. But it's fine. Okay, the game is somewhat stabilized. You can see again, like, we're getting 4k damage off in these fights pretty consistently. And it's just 2 items on Ryze, and it's just Q, E, Q, E, Q, E, Q, E, Q. Just spamming EQ. Yeah, Kayle will ult. Alistar will survive. Christmas miracle. Kayle is 16 though, which is scary. But the game is getting more and more stabilized. Like, each of these plays. The game is getting more and more stabilized because we're getting more and more resources, which means my teammates will be more and more useful, which is necessary for me to win this game. Like, I need the boys to be useful. I think I go match the Kayle here. My Sivir probably wants a base anyway. And I should be able to beat the kit. You cancelled your base. That sucks. In my head, Sivir bases here, goes mid lane, and then happy days. Which item do I want upgraded? Sereths, I guess? I'm guessing Sereths? I don't actually know. I would assume it's just best for AP. Shove out this. Could base now. I mean, we just killed this guy, don't we? And this guy's just dead. You think I don't deal that? Where's my Kha'Zix? In case anyone could answer me, that would be awesome. Where's my Kha'Zix in all of this? Ah, he's taking his Grump. Awesome stuff, man. Couldn't help but notice you were in the bot side river, by the way. So, makes me wonder why you were doing Grump instead of coming mid lane to help the bros. Like, what was that all about? Please do Nash. Okay. Please do Nash, guys. We need to... Hey, I need a frontliner. Just do the Baron, man. It's good, I promise. Okay, the game should be pretty stabilized now. But you can see, enemy team just... They always love griefing for you. And if you get uptime on Ryze and the enemy team is running at you, you do just get to deal a bunch of damage to them, as you saw. Take base here. I have Actualizer. Probably gonna run Deathcap next. Oh, I should have stayed to try to kill that Kayle, but it's okay. Go bot lane here. Hopefully the bros don't die. Azir could have teleport available. She could get CC'd to death. I think she kills everyone, to be honest. Never mind. She doesn't. Bot lane here. Maybe should have gone mid lane. I didn't realize my Sivir was kind of stuck. That means we have no one collecting mid waves, so the enemy team might be able to take a tower here, because I ran bot. Sona will die here to Kha'Zix, which is good. I will keep pressuring bot. Azir is mid. I don't have ult yet. We want to play the Drake, so I can have a lot of pressure bot lane here. And I can pressure this tower now. And then I could eventually look for a mid sequence. But I'm just going to keep pushing bot lane here. I'll take towers. I don't have my ult yet. The enemy team is going to be spam pinging me bot lane. They're like, oh guys, we need to defend against the Ryze. Please, fast, fast, fast. You can see Azir comes down here. And I'm pretty sure I still take the tower in his face. Although he is Azir, so he does do damage, I suppose. But yeah, he can only do so much. Kayle could be here. Nunu could be here. Need to kind of back off a little bit. Okay, there's the Nunu. We get that. Maybe just wait here. Could try to find the Azir over the wall. I think Ghost kills him. I missed my EQ again, man. But he dies. That sucks. Nunu can come down here. He flashes. Let's just leave. Take the jungle camps. We want to move into death cap as quickly as possible. How can I miss every single Q? I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Need to be a little bit careful here. The enemy team could be sending a lot of people bot. Kind of want to be a bit chill here if possible, fellas. I mean, I have an angle here, but... Damn. If the W hit, he could die. I think I just want a base, to be honest. Okay. He wanted to cancel me. I could ult us out, but I think it's unnecessary. We need to go break top lane somehow. Place my ward here. Leave. Get this. Get a blue trinket now. Nothing to fight for. Man, I see. That's what you've been saying the entire game, it feels like. Nunu opening mid lane here. Maybe can ult. Should be unnecessary. I want to just go through top lane and try to do something. But it is important that I keep track of whatever my bros are doing here. Because it's low elo, so they will randomly get caught. Right? Like, it will just happen. Like, we all know this is happening. Take my ult here. Land a bunch of damage. And just see the AoE. Look for Kayle. EQ. She dies. Try for the Sona. With Actualizer. You can just see the damage. Dodge. Move straight line. Oh. That should be the game. GG. We can end the game here. We have a wave. This should be good enough. Nice. Clean. As long as my Ornn chases the Azir till the end of the earth, that should be the game. Nice. You can see you can ult into the enemy backline with Ryze and then just Actualizer, EQ, 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 and you'll kill all of them. Of course, that's not the way you actually usually want to play fights. You usually want to be hitting the enemy front line on repeat, and then ult in once the enemy front line falls apart. Then you can ult in on the enemy backline. But, I mean, sometimes drastic measures must be taken. Plus, this enemy team doesn't really have that much of a front line. They were just heavily grouped up there, right? I don't think I died to the Nunu, but maybe I'm wrong. Or not if he doesn't EQ me properly, or kill me properly. I'll still try to play this. Ah, actually I think must leave. Must leave, must leave, must leave. Enemy team are all up. Need to base. Sometimes I like going Fimbulwinter on this Ryze build as well, by the way. But I want a death cap here for maximum damage. Probably want a Void Stick here as well, to be honest. Enemy team has a bit of magic resist on their front line, so we'll take a Void Stick. Oh. Dude, my Sivir is so funny. She's just AFK. I have an ult here, maybe. Should die. Sivir. Dear God. EQ. Good night. Actualizer was overkill. For some reason I thought it gave you movement speed, but it doesn't. In my head I was like, let me pop it for the move speed. There's no move speed, man. Don't really want to push bot lane here, because my teammates are in base. So we just wait here. We just do a whole lot of nothing. That's fine. My Sivir should have based here, because she's gonna be useful in a potential fight now, which means we have to wait for her. Like, we're playing a 4v4 here, despite the fact that the enemy Kayle is dead, just because of Sivir's HP situation. So we just don't have an AD carry. Can maybe run up and help the Ornn here. Some weird stuff is happening for sure. He's very tanky. Does he just kill the tower? Okay, I have been ulted. I look for the Jhin, I think. Oh, I'm dead to Azir. My EQ missed. Well, I have thrown the game. The Ornn did tank for 5 years, though. Get out of this Jhin ult. Azir is still Azir, as luck would have it. Azir is now dead, so my boys are winning. I mean, a 3.5 item Azir, alongside a Kayle, alongside a Jhin, that's gonna sting. Azir is quite annoying for Ryze. You can beat him in the 1v1, but once you start entering team fights, things can get a little bit tricky. I'd like to try to save my Kha'Zix here. Okay. Enemy team are for sure gonna try to run Baron, right? Maybe I can ult in. Could be good. Wait, what? Can I not just ult base? No, I can't. I can ult here, though. Good night. Dude, the actualizer is so insane. An extra 50% damage? Oh yeah, that seems perfectly reasonable. Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. Seems good, man. Seems good. Need to be a little bit careful here. Enemy team is definitely gonna go try to force Drake off of this, and we're not gonna have a base taken on Kha'Zix. But the Kayle is dead, so it should be pretty unfightable for them, right? Right. There we go. Need to instantly run Drake, I think. I mean, Kha'Zix is back in the game now. It's good. It just, yeah, he should have done more with his, like, time advantage early game, you know? It's not, like, again, I'm not mad at him for, Nunu ganking everywhere. Like, that's what Nunu does. Like, as a champion, that's just, like, Nunu's identity, right? Like, let's be honest. Nunu will gank everything, anything and everything. Like, that's what the champion does. But it's important that he falls behind in camps when he does that. Or he loses objectives when he does that. Like, he should lose something for it. He shouldn't be able to permagank and be ahead. Like, that means something wrong has happened. Does Azir think I don't just one-shot him? That's cute, man. Okay. Does Jhin think I don't just one-shot him? Yeah. Have you seen Actualizer Ryze, maybe? Have you just had a little peek at him? Just like a tiny little peek. Oh yeah. EQ or EWQ, and you're dead with Actualizer Ryze. You're dead. Like, you just one-pop anyone that's squishy. And even tanks you do very well against. And you are tanky as well. The main problem, again, being like, you have to get to 3 items for this to happen. But I think Ryze has a pretty consistent way of doing it if you can master his laning phase. Like, if you can master just pushing waves against lower MMR players, and just understand that, like, sometimes you'll lose HP, and be happy with that, Ryze will do very well. Boom. They're all dead. There we go. You can see, we managed to get our Ornn to come back into the game, and our Ornn ended up carrying us in these late game fights, despite the fact that he got owned 1v1 by the Kayle. But we eventually broke free, and we snapped open the game on that one mid play, and I mean, I think the damage numbers kind of speak for themselves. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Have a good one. See ya. Bye. We're back on Ryze mid and around the Platinum MMR on EU West, and as you guys know, I like running Sapphire Crystal with refillable potion. It just allows you to get a much better base off. It allows you to do some cool stuff where you push 3 waves, base, get a tier, and then you can start stacking that tier early, and it allows you to get into your catalyst very quickly and just get Rod of Ages a little bit faster. And it means you don't have to buy refillable later, which is awesome. By the way, if you guys do enjoy the content, please subscribe to the channel. Helps out a bunch. There's also a link in the description to a website where if you put in your email, I'll send you some tips on how to actually improve at the game from lessons that I've learned over thousands of hours of coaching. And if you don't want to join that, that's completely fine. There's a Discord in the link in the description as well, where people are discussing builds and figuring out builds on this patch. So feel free to check that out. So you guys know the drill. I'm not going to try to harass this Swain too heavily. We're just going to be chilling and just going to be pushing. I like doing E-start on Ryze. Low cooldown allows you to take Q level 2, which allows you to do some funny stuff. You want to try to get your E off a little bit early so you can proc those mana flow bands, but be very aware that your trading level 1 kind of sucks with E compared to W. You can do like auto W auto to land phase rush and land some auto attacks and kite. With E, you cannot do that. So you just chill and you let the enemy laner push you in if they want to do that, and then you hit level 2, and then you can start EQing the wave like this. Boom. Clip him. He will probably take E. We'll just wait a little bit, let him push as much as he wants to. There's no reason to necessarily waste our spells. When you start Sapphire Crystal, it's very important to understand that you can run out of mana very easily because you don't have solid mana regen. Running Tier gives you mana regen, and running Doran's Ring gives you mana regen. Running Sapphire Crystal does not. And then here, we can start trying to push out this wave. And we want to just take a base at some point here. We want to just shove this out as quickly as possible. EQ, EQ, EQ. Shove the wave out, and then we can just hog the top side here and then just base. I want to base in the bush, ideally. And now you're going to see the fun idea and the reason why we take Ghost. Well, not the reason, but one of the reasons why you can use Ghost. The Swain is not going to be able to base, so we can Ghost to lane. And just get back to lane a little bit faster. Because realistically speaking, we're not going to be using Ghost during the early stages anyway. So we might as well just use it to get back to lane a little bit faster. And now we can get that tier stacking, and we're not going to have as many mana issues in the laning phase. So I really like doing this idea. We lost 2 minions to get a tier base, which I think is great. And you can see the enemy Swain is in a little bit of an awkward spot here as well, because, well, he hasn't gotten to base. So he's low on mana, he's low on HP. And he's eventually going to have to take a base now. Very important that even though you just got back to base or back to lane with full mana, try your best not to waste it if you can avoid it. Because again, you don't have any solid mana regen. You're just starting to stack your tier pretty early. Echo comes mid. Just slow him. I don't think he dies. Nah, he doesn't. We take his flash though, which is pretty good. After shoving him under tower, we can now go for a ward. There's nothing else to really do until the next enemy wave arrives. So we have enough time to go for a deep ward. We want to hit this plant as well. Then we can loop around here. Try to just be a little bit annoying to the Swain. Him pulling me there felt insane. He has no flash, no ghost, so he's gonna have to figure out a way to get a base off. We have pretty good vision as well. So now I can slow down the lane a lot and just deny him minions. He's gonna have to take a base at some point here, right? This is one of those moments where I think I can proc phase rush and then just get out. I should have ran the other way. And I got hit by that. Yeah, I'm a criminal, to be honest. Completely poorly played by me. And that means that Swain gets out of this terrible spot in the lane. Oh, wow. He was in such a bad spot, and then I just let him get away because I'm greedy with my flash. Like, I could have insta-flashed. I could have probably also ran into the Swain and comboed him for phase rush and then ran down, and I would have lived as well. There's so many ways that I can play that where I survive. And where Swain just... It's impossible for him to play the game. I just straight up didn't expect the Cho'Gath on the top side. Because I had this ward, so I felt very safe hugging topside. Sometimes you get baited by your own vision. Because, again, that ward doesn't spot Cho'Gath if he's already up here. It only spots him on his way there. Sometimes you get punished, man. Sometimes you get punished. I do want to go for one slap on his tower here. Okay. Maybe get a plate. Would be good. I don't think I can fully take it. Q him in the forehead. Run away. I want to go for my ward on the top side here again so we can see the Cho'Gath. He should go do his camp here. My Echo is still looking pretty good, I would say. We can just keep pushing out the wave with EQ. This is why I love Ryze. You can just start EQing the wave, and it's up to the enemy laner to stop you. And you can see he's not really taking many winning trade. Like, the trade is slightly winning for him, but now he has his entire wave under tower. So what's he gonna do? I'm just gonna take his plate. Dude, I am getting hit by a lot of spells, I can't lie. My movement is not looking good this game. He can kill me on level 6, so I have to take a base. Is he gonna cancel me? No. Does he know? No, he doesn't. Okay. Push out the wave, get Catalyst. Cho'Gath is here. Run back to lane. I mean, we're still looking good. We now have Catalyst. Should be a little bit harder for me to die. I am still stronger than the Swain in terms of actualized gold value right now. Because he hasn't gotten to base yet. Or well, he's only gotten one base. But he has an XP advantage. I assume he'll continue laning. Yep, he will. But he doesn't have a solid way of regenerating mana. I guess he has a Doran's. But he's gonna run eventually. We'll just keep pushing out the wave. Slap some EQs. I get hit by that, that's fine. Yeah, we'll push out the wave. Cho'Gath is here. We see him. Gonna pink ward the bot side. Oh, he has a pink ward down here as well. We'll clear it then. Cho'Gath is probably gonna look mid lane from top side. I could try to bait it. I do want to cancel the Swain's base here if possible. I'm shocked that he did not cancel his base off that. That's fine. We'll push out the wave here. He should be able to bleed a little bit off of that. I'll probably have to take a base. Gonna slap the tower once and then base just for that proc. Boom. Wow, he's fast back to lane. Huh? Take my base here. Damn, I'm gonna miss this plate. There's a Cho'Gath there. That is scary. Yeah, I missed the plate. That sucks. Just barely, I think. Or maybe it hasn't been taken. I can't tell because there's this line here. I could ghost back to lane here, but I think running back is also fine. But you can see we have an 11 CS advantage, even though I'm down in XP. Completely fine. We got Drake as well. I have permanent mid priority. Like, he's taking winning trades with me, but he can't leverage them into anything because I'm just pushing mid. And eventually I'll stop getting hit by all of his spells, right? And then that happens. When I don't get hit by his spells, I just full combo him and then he takes that much damage. And then we can full combo here again. And he's gonna... look, he's realizing that, oh, I can't actually do anything in this lane until I start generating some push. So he's trying to generate push now. Oh. I'll just run away. And you can see, he's now starting to use spells on the wave, which is giving me openings where I can hit him and he cannot hit me. So he has realized that him taking HP from me doesn't matter if he doesn't get push, which means he's now going to try to match my push, which means I'm going to get opportunities where he's going to be on cooldown and I can punish him. And it's that kind of game you play whenever you're just constantly pushing. Recognize when the enemy laner uses spells, and then you can punish them. Look here, he wasted spells, so I can try to punish him. He'll have his Q up again now, though, but he has to use them on the wave. Otherwise, he will bleed minions, like so. And he's now just down 13 CS in lane. We'll want to play for our... Oh, Cho'Gath could be mid here, I guess. But I have Ghost. I feel pretty safe. The way he's playing, though, smells like a Cho'Gath gank. Yeah, I'll get hit. You can combo me. That's fine, man. You don't have mana. I get to slap the tower once. There we go. I guess we're wondering if he's on grubs. Oh. Yeah, well, nothing I can do. He gets grubs. Come back to mid lane. Shove one more wave, then take my base. Swain is already basing. So we want to make sure that we get our base so we can buy our Roa. There we go. And now just take our base. That should give us Roa. And you can see the item difference we're going to have. Yeah, look at his items. He's Faded Ashes, Lost Chapter, while I'm Rod of Ages. Just fantastic stuff. And then we're gonna try to get into Merc Treads because the enemy team has quite a bit of AP. You can see they have Swain Cho'Gath mid jungle. That usually means, like, there's so much magic damage in the game here, in the game right now, which means Merc Treads for mid laners are awesome because you get the upgraded Merc Treads, right? Again, we're just gonna... Can you guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna repeat just pushing every single wave. I got hit by his full combo there, so that's a bit rough. But I think I have such a massive advantage with Rod of Ages now that it realistically doesn't matter. Trying to bait out some of his spells. This doesn't really matter. It just allows me to access the wave a little bit faster than him, which is nice. Means I can just push that a little bit faster. Combo him. I can pop a ghost here. That slow lasts quite a while, huh? He should be losing here. I could flash on him and he dies. I think he dies to a flash there. Flash Q, E, W, Q, E, Q, and I think he's dead. Am I gonna go for that? If I play it well, maybe. That clips, that means he can now die. If I play it properly, that is. Now, am I known to play my combos properly on Ryze? Absolutely not. Case in point. Case in point. Flash into the E. Miss the Q. Yeah, not ideal. But it's fine. We can take a base off that. Keep in mind that Cho'Gath can come from here, so we need to be slightly aware. Take my base, move into Merc Treads. We want to grab a pink ward as well. Haven't really been able to roam yet, but looks like my entire team is winning. And mid lane is a black hole for the enemy team in the sense that the Swain hasn't been able to do anything in the game, and I've had move to like anything that I would be required to move to. Which is why, like, you'll so consistently see that my teammates are winning because I have permanent move in mid lane, which means the enemy team has a rough time playing. I mean, this game I haven't had to have an impact on anything. My teammates have just naturally won. But like, Swain does not get a chance to impact the game. Which means if my team is naturally winning, the game is guaranteed. Because Swain doesn't get to play the game. Again, just fire some spells. He uses spells on the wave. I want to... Oh, that's a bad miss. I mean, we're up. Solid amount of CS. Can start looking for some roams now. I, generally speaking, prefer getting tier 2 boots before I roam. So... I think I'll stay mid lane a little bit longer. I don't think this bot lane roam is necessarily very good. So we'll just stay mid lane, push out the wave. EQ it as much as needed. There we go. He will Q the wave as well. We'll just trade. And I will leave. No intention of staying mid lane. I'll leave. And now we can go for this bot lane roam. And ult looks great here. This ult looks good. Does it? Yep, it does. Xerath is dead. There was someone up here. We saw them, but I think I'm safe. So we get a kill for our boys. Swain comes down. Nothing he could do. We're just too quick on it. And now we can come back to mid lane and just keep pushing. I like using my Ryze ults for like these side lane plays where you just get a kill and then you just come back to mid lane. No reason to try to do anything crazy. Yeah, you can... It's fine. Try to slap him under tower with an EQ. Cho'Gath is here. The way he's moving at me indicates to me the jungle is here. But I'd be surprised if jungle wasn't bot lane here. Just because, I mean, bot lane is losing their tower. But I guess bot lane is not there. Or jungle is not there. I mean, it really feels like there's someone here. Cho'Gath is top lane now. We see him on the minimap. I'm shocked that the Swain played like that. He will E this or Q this. He will have to take a base eventually. I can go grab the blue buff here. Very important, whenever you're not doing anything, stare at that minimap. I mean, we can also just commit to this bot lane play, maybe. Mayhaps. Mayhaps. Nope. Nothing to be done. We can just push out the wave and then leave. I have nothing, guys. I would prefer not to. I mean, I have no... I have nothing. Like, there's no realistic way I can get on top of them. Swain will get a plate off of that mid lane. That kind of sucks. But so it goes. Yeah, I know. You want mid. That's fine. I will eventually go bot, I suppose. That minion loses. Ah. Do I base? This feels like a very awkward spot. This is a spot where I can't do anything. If I stay mid lane, Caitlyn bleeds resources. I don't want that to happen, but I can't go bot lane because of how far the wave is out, and my Ilaoi wants to go top lane. So it's one of those moments where I just have nothing to do. So I guess I'll just base. Here, open through mid lane. We want to end up in bot lane here, collecting this wave, because it's the only spot where I can actually get resources, but the wave is too far out for me to run down there now. So instead I'm going to open around the bot side of mid lane in case something happens to my Caitlyn here. I can be here and help her out until this wave comes out. This is also a moment where you can start taking jungle camps, but I think I will just commit to the Swain here, maybe? Does he know? No, he does not. I think I can kill him here. Caitlyn trap should do it. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. And now I can run bot lane. The wave should be coming. The Draven is freezing! Okay, we'll just take mid lane tower then. If Draven is freezing, that means he's not mid lane and the enemy team just lost their mid laner. So we can just take a tower for that. Like, we'll just take a tower then. We should be pretty safe against this Cho'Gath. run away. I'm a bit surprised that we were not able to break this, but I guess it's because my echo is clearing. Draven is now starting to push out bot lane, so now let's run down and collect the wave. Sometimes you just don't get minions for a little while. It's completely normal. But even though I didn't collect minions for a little while, you can see I'm still the second highest CS in the game. The only one that has more is my Alawi. Right? Even though I essentially just didn't farm for a full minute. It's because I CS'd well earlier in the game. Now we want to push this out. The Draven could try to play the 1v1 against me. I don't think he's winning. Okay, he seemingly does. That's funny. I think he dies to the echo though. Yeah, good night to you. And shove this out. We see the enemy team on the top side. That means we can threaten this plate. Man, I love getting plates in side lane like this. Like, you beat the enemy laner in the side lane. Like, or he dies or gets ganked or something. And then if no one comes to match you, you just get to schnack on so many plates. Like, the amount of gold acceleration we just got from killing the enemy Draven and hitting this tower. Oh my days, it's crazy. Xerath wants to W that. Yeah, he will probably want to E this at some point. We might need to take a base, or unless we want to play Drake. I would love to shove out one more wave and then play Drake. I'm surprised he's aiming at me instead of the wave, but I guess that means his Draven is coming. But we'll just push out the wave and leave. Unfortunately, I missed the cannon minion. Sometimes that'll happen. What can you do? Better be safe and run away instead of getting caught trying to get the cannon minion. You know? Here we'll get to Drake. Do need to take a base at some point. Because I do have quite a bit of gold. And we do have Archangels in base as well. Well, in terms of, like, we have enough tier stacks. I do need gold to get this. The entire game on Ryze is just about getting to that actualizer as quickly as possible. So I want to start snacking on jungle camps whenever possible as well. Here I'll just take a base and then probably open through the top side. Depending on what Draven does here. If he completely pushes out bot lane, then I'll go bot lane. I think I'll take Wraiths here, go through mid lane, and then run towards bot lane. Looks like a pretty clean rotation to me. Because my teammates want Herald, but we still want to make sure that bot lane tower doesn't fall. So depending on what they do here, I'll move. But looks like Herald should be guaranteed. Cho'Gath wants this camp. I'm just going to ward and then leave. Are they going to contest? This is already gone, I think. Do I need to defend mid? I think I might. I think take this mid wave. And then run bot. Think we can ult bot lane here. And I should be okay. Ult over the wall. That was a less than ideal ult, I will say. That was... I thought I was inside of it, to be honest. I was trying to clip just around the edge to get over this wall and just save a little bit of time. And instead I just wasn't standing in it. And then we didn't save any time. But it's fine. We can still kill the... Draven, right? He's pretty weak. And Ryze is great at dealing with AD carries because he has so much DPS and he can lock them down. Which means they can't really out-kite you for the most part. And now we get a free tower. And now we get to snack on more plates here. And I love that they gave every tower plates. Feels great. It just accelerates the game a lot, though, I will say. Okay, so we can't slap this tower. What are we going to do instead? Well, we still want to continue getting gold, so let's just go take some enemy jungle camps. Let's just go take their wolves first. Their wolves are gone? What? Yeah, they are gone. I don't know why it didn't say that they were gone on the map. Their blue is up. I guess we can take that. Blue buff is always good. Then shove out this wave. Should have probably shoved out this wave first, to be honest, and then gone to do blue buff, but sometimes you mess up your pathing. That's fine. We'll shove this out. Now the wolves are up, I guess. Shove this out. Go take their wolves. Go place a ward. Could even look for the Draven mid lane here. He's pretty dead. But we'll just take some wolves instead. And then I could base here. I could also just wait and then collect this wave and then base. And then I have Archangels and then we'll move into Actualizer. It's funny, I've played 2 games of Ryze so far and I have yet to get Actualizer because the game ends so quickly. But you can see, We're playing above 10 CS per minute here. Even though, remember, there was a moment where I wasn't even farming at all and I was just sitting around mid lane trying to stabilize the game because the enemy Draven was freezing bot lane. But you can still play 10 CS per minute even though that happens. And now we're going to head back into bot lane, try to push out the wave. We could also run up here and try to play it, but I prefer... Like, I don't think there's anything happening on the map here. My bot lane is not overextended or anything. My Alawi is not looking for any plays. My Echo is topside. So I don't think there's really any reason for me to open through mid lane here. If there were massive fist fighting and pressuring happening here, obviously I would open through mid. But there isn't. So let me just go push out bot lane instead. And you can see, the Swain is so incredibly far behind in items. He has Blackfire Torch to my items. He's like a full 1.5 items behind. And now we can take the enemy Gromp as well while we're at it. Waiting for the next wave to arrive. Oh, is it warded? It must be then. Oh, yeah, I can place this and then just run away. I think I can kite this pretty well. What? Not great movement on my part, but it's okay. Oh, my boys are not coming, huh? I really thought that my boys were coming. I'm dead, but I really thought that they were coming through river. Like, I really thought that these guys would come down and help me through river. That's why I was fighting it. Otherwise, I could have just left. But it's okay. I mean, we get just a free mid inhib for that, so it's fine too. But yeah, I thought... I saw that we had pressure in mid lane, and I saw that we were hovering bot side. So I was like, oh, great. I'll fight this, and I'll bait it, and my team is going to come down here, and we'll kill them. No, did not happen. We took up mid lane inhib, which is also okay. I think we would have gotten a lot more if my teammates came down here bot lane, killed these two guys. I think we would have been able to probably take a Baron or this tower off of it, but it's okay. I lost my flash though, which kind of sucks. This guy went Spirit Visage Merc Treads. That is the most vegan Swain I've ever seen. Man, with Actualizer, Ryze is crazy. I want to get it, just so I can see it. Another 1k gold. Push out one more wave. Probably take his Krugs, I would assume. Probably want to play around Baron, though, but I need to have pressure bot lane until... It's fine. Yeah, they're dead. I might have to run up and help contest the Baron here. We'll see what ends up happening. If the enemy team is competent, they're gonna force a Baron here. Because there's nothing else they can do to win the game. I mean, they could be on it if they're good. They're not. Okay. Well, they could be, but would be strange if Nar wasn't on it. No, they're on it, for sure. Otherwise, they'd cover mid. No, they are covering mid. Okay. Yeah, I think they should have forced Baron there. You can see the game is snowballed so far out of their hands that the only way that they can ever, like, reasonably come back is by picking up a Baron. There's just literally no other way. So they should have forced that there. And then if we contest it, they lose the game. But they're losing the game anyway, so... Might as well just flip that there's, like, at least a small chance that you can win the game. We're just gonna keep sitting in side lane here until we get our Actualizer. We're applying pressure. This should drag the Cho'Gath down here too. I don't have Ghost though, so I can get caught quite easily in the side lane. So we need to be a little bit careful. Let the Lawi bot? No, I don't think there's a reason to do that. I think this is fine. I think we can easily Baron. I mean, just force it whenever. Enemy team has no control. We could also force on mid lane here. We have a lot of options to win the game. None of which involve taking our wraiths right now by Echo. But that's fine. Sometimes you want jungle camps, I get it. Push the wave out, leave, back for Actualizer. And then probably just open up around Baron and try to force a fight. Will be 3 items, everyone else in the game is behind. Except for the Echo, who's very accelerated. But you can see. Wait, this Cho'Gath is actually 3 items, but his items are very cheap, so it makes sense. Mana made real. We're about to make some miracles happen here. We're also level 16, giving us our maximum ult damage on our Q, which is great. I mean, we can just force it, to be honest. Let me just go pink it. Surely we're not taking their blue buff when we could be doing Baron, are we? Seems we are. I mean, I have a pink ward. Ah, this sucks, man. We could have easily gotten Baron here. Instead, we wanted their blue buff. Now we have to go push out one more mid wave, and then we can Baron. There we go. That should be Baron. Yeah, that's Baron. Let me just ult in for the sake of it. There's no real need for this. The Baron is already guaranteed, but might as well just get it a little bit faster. And then probably go top lane next. Or bot lane to try to defend the tower. There's kind of nothing to do here. Because I can't go top lane. It's too dangerous. I can die too easily. And mid lane is already pushed out. So I guess go bot lane here. Just run the long way. I get to collect the wave. If Swain goes for the next wave, I can kill him. He will not expect me to run straight bot lane, I don't think. We get to pick up this blue buff as well. Place a deep ward here. Good stuff. Slap one of these. Very important we don't die here, I will say. Very, very important we do not die here. To a gank or anything. While Alawi is dead here, it's just absolutely crucial that no one dies. Because we have Baron and we just need to chill. We just need to chill and wait. Just chill and wait. Don't die to a random Cho'Gath gank. Don't die to a random 4-man bot lane. Just wait. We'll get Alawi out on the map. She'll probably teleport top lane. And then we'll chill. Yeah, I mean, I'm waiting. And then I can take their Gromp while I'm at it, I suppose. We want to get some vision in their bot side or their top side jungle. Either one allows us to, like, deduce where the enemy team is. Looks like we're forcing very heavily mid lane here. But Echo is basing, so this can be a bit dodgy. I think I have to come help, maybe. This can be warded as well. I could be face checking into something. Okay, we see Gnar. Let's just go push out one more wave. My teammates will have some pressure mid lane now. Enemy team is going to start running bot lane to try to catch me here. So let's just wait. They'll come from this angle, probably. No, they don't. Okay, there he is. I played this so poorly. Maybe it's okay. You can see how much damage you deal. I feel like we could have all ran down there and killed them again, by the way. I feel like this Cho'Gath slows a lot as well. But it's fine. I mean, we die. It's all good. Pick up Void Stick next. Should be good. I mean, we have just constant pressure. I could have played that way cleaner. I'm gonna be honest, I just went completely dizzy when I saw Cho'Gath Q, Draven ult, Sereth ult, and Swain W. I saw so many circles that my brain just got fried. I was like, oh dear God, I don't know what to do here, man. And then I flashed into nothing and died. Which, I mean, happens, right? Should be able to guarantee Drake. This is not a very cleanly ended game, I will say. Very, very disturbing. I am strong. Yeah, man. I've been strong for the entire game. Look, 1 or 2 items, 3.5 items. I'm 1 item ahead of the enemy Swain. Like, I've been strong the entire game. We can end whenever we want to. But you saw how much damage I did with this actualizer. It is kind of crazy. So I guess I'm gonna go push bot lane. Again. But we have no vision. Which kind of sucks. Man, I would love if my boys would just come play around me in the side lane. Because the enemy team is going to continue sending Cho'Gath on me and continue sending 8 million spells on me here. I think my Caitlyn has killed herself mid lane. Oh, never mind. Maybe I can ult. No, she's dead. That means Swain is dead, though. So a big slow is down now, which means I can push out bot lane reasonably safely. I don't think Cho'Gath kills me 1v1. Draven can be here, though. But Cho'Gath should not be scary. We have some pressure down here. Kind of confused as to why we're doing camps. Now Cho'Gath is scary because the enemy team can send everyone bot lane and we don't trade anything. Okay, we see them top side. Let's go push out another bot wave. Dude, my Echo needs... I swear, it's a jungle disease at the lower end of the ladder where people just want to permanently do camps. It's like we have 3 pushing lanes. Just, you need to go force a play, man. You don't need to take camps. I promise you. Okay. We need to keep an eye out up here in case I need to ult. Low likelihood that it's good. Best or highest likelihood is that I just keep pushing bot lane. And then we can eventually break this tower. Cho'Gath has Kaenic Rookern. Okay. Okay, that should be the tower. Nice. Just chunk him out a little bit. Wait. Why did he almost one-shot my boy? I'm dealing damage, but am I dealing damage? You know what I'm saying? W! Oh, sucks. And I get clipped by this. It's fine, we can take this. And then we just slowly end the game. I mean, we could maybe play for a Baron. Should be unnecessary. I just need to save my Caitlyn. She'll kill the Cho'Gath. He's full magic resist, basically. She'll kill him. There you have it. I can't kill the Cho'Gath very well because of how much MR he has. Slap the tower a little bit. Okay. Ah, he gets my Sereths. That sucks. But I know he can't kill me. Maybe he can kill the Gnar here. I think I'm dead to the Swain, but everyone should die on their team. So it's fine. Hold on. We're losing. Ah, no. Caitlyn or Draven stepped on a trap. Oh, but Caitlyn didn't auto. Is my Alawi ending? I mean, we are up 100 CS on the Swain as well. I think I might have the highest gold in the game. Even though I'm 1 and 4. Just because I was sitting in the side lane and getting so many resources and hitting the towers a lot. That's a funny game. I was ahead of Caitlyn in gold, I'm pretty sure. I mean, goes to show your KDA doesn't matter that much. I mean, to a certain extent it does once you enter the mid game, right? You need to start, like, actually fighting and whatnot. Oh, she had more gold than me. She just didn't get to spend it, I suppose. Yeah, pretty solid amount. Actually, I had lowest on my team out of everyone else. That's crazy, because I'm ahead of them in items. Of course, way more than the enemy Swain. No, not even way more. Only 1.2k more? Is that right? 100 CS, 1.2k more. That doesn't seem right. I got plates as well. Really? The Draven had more gold than me. I mean, Draven is Draven, right? But still. That's surprising to me. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Have a good one. See ya. Bye bye, bye bye. Hello everyone. Today we're going to be taking a game of Ryze in the mid lane in around Platinum MR on EU West. So, Ryze has recently been performing quite well because of his new build where you run Rod of Ages into Archangels into Actualizer. The main thing I will say is it is funny to look at Ryze's win rate because you start at the lower end of the ladder and he has a pretty good win rate. Then as you go up the ladder, his win rate falls off, and then as you reach Challenger, his win rate spikes again. So, he's very reliant on coordination, but I really like him, especially even at the lower end of the ladder, because he's a champion that scales well, has incredibly high damage, becomes tanky, and has free push in lane, which is all the things that I'm looking for when I recommend the champion. Important that you take Ghost, just allows you to play fights a lot better. Even if you get forced back in lane, you can always Ghost. Also, if you guys enjoyed the content, there's a link to a Discord in the description below. Please check it out if you want to discuss some builds. If not, there's also a link to an email list where you can join, and I'll send you some useful tips for improving. Katarina. We can harass her pretty heavily, but I don't actually mind just kind of letting her get away with whatever. I will say on Ryze, I generally speaking like doing E level 1 and then taking refillable, because you can do some cheesy stuff where you get to crash the wave level 2, which then allows you to take a base and get tier, and then you have tier plus catalyst or a tier plus sapphire crystal plus refillable, and it just feels great. So we're stacking up the wave a little bit. I am letting the Katarina get away with a. I am letting the Katarina get away with a little bit more than I should, but that's okay. She's gonna probably jump to this minion, so I'll see if I can land a combo on her when she does. Like so, and then we can just run away, take your trade, run away, be patient. Very important when you are running Sapphire Crystal that you respect your mana pool. It is considerably worse in terms of the mana you have available than when you start Dorans, because you have no mana regen when you do this start. So be very aware of that. You need to leverage about 200 to 250 mana to getting a base. Very important you understand that, because you can get stuck in the lane without mana when you run this item. So just be very aware of that. That's a pitfall I've ran into many a times, so just understand that. Should probably start looking for our base now so we can pick up a tier and start stacking that. So what we're going to do is we're just going to fast push this wave, pop my potion already because we're going to base regardless. Katarina is going to try to stop me. That's fine. I just want to push the wave. I'll hit her if she jumps in, but my goal is just to push the wave. Oh, that sucks. Ah, that is unfortunate that the minion stepped in there. What can you do? What? That missed? Okay. I missed quite a few minions there. But as you can see, it takes like 200 mana to push out the wave. And then we can take our base here. Realistically speaking, I could also just stay in the lane and play it slower and harass the Katarina. But I want to get a nice, stable game going here. Now, depending on whether or not she based, I will ghost to lane. Okay. So she based, which means I'm not going to ghost to lane. If she didn't base, I would ghost to lane and try to like hold her and stop her base. But she also took her base, so we'll just come back to lane. We're playing equally, which is not great. Against Katarina as Ryze, you should realistically speaking have advantage in the laning phase, but again, we want a nice and stable game because I really want to show off Ryze on 3 items since that's where he got his biggest buffs. So she jumps in. We'll just do a quick phase rush proc. She'll jump out. We can land a little bit of harass on her. There's a volley bear mid lane. There's a Pantheon. I could get flashed on here, I suppose. Can maybe kill the volley bear. This feels a bit strange to play. I think my Evelyn is dead, maybe. Can kill the volley bear. He should die. Look for the Katarina next. Slow her. I don't think I have mana for this, so let's just leave. Pantheon comes mid. Okay. We need to start thinking about a base again because we're low on mana. Katarina is low HP, so she'll probably want a base as well. We do have Catalyst in base as well. We only have 300 mana. Yeah, we should just start EQing the wave. Don't think, just EQ. We can stand on her dagger. There's no world she's gonna jump in here. It would be massively losing for her. So let's just shove out the wave. Use all of our spells. Realistically speaking, again, I could harass her very heavily under tower here with my mana, but what's the point of solo killing a platinum player, right? Like, let's just keep the game as stable as possible. Pick up our Catalyst. Get a pink ward as well. You'll notice the runes that I've taken. I run magical footwear. Generally speaking, I'm seeing that have the best win rate on Ryze at the moment. I thought it would be cashback, but I guess Ryze doesn't really have a solid way of accelerating that gold and start triggering the cashback effects. So here we are with magical footwear. Someone is TPing bot. That's Hui. Okay, we want to start pushing out the wave now and see if we can get some wards into the enemy jungle. Want to make sure that this wave crashes. I would like to slap the tower once. There we go. She will jump here. I will try to harass her. She does not jump. That's good. I want to push out the wave. We're just going to E the cannon minion. That's going to spread onto all of the minions. And then we wait. And then we can E the cannon minion again. And then we're going to Q to last hit everything. And there you have it. And that's how we push the wave. Now we can go get our wards. It is crazy that the Katarina is willing to tank all those minions. Because if I walked up there, she would have lost a lot of HP. But I'm going to let her get away with it. Just going to place my wards in the enemy jungle. Could roam bot lane. I'm instead just going to come back to mid lane. Make sure that I don't let the Katarina get anything for free. So we'll just push out mid lane. I mean, the roam looks not bad. I have Ryze ult as well, but the main rule that I have for people at the lower end of the ladder is if there's a wave in mid lane, you pick that up. And then you push that, and then you can go for a roam if you want to. So that's what we'll do here. It is crazy to me that she just tanks the wave, man. She should not do that. This roam looks impossible. Important that we look, but just staring at the minimap, that roam does not look very possible. Clear this ward, and then just come back to mid lane. And you can see, I'm going to continuously do this sequence where I push the wave, roam down, see if there's a play available. If there's not, turn around, come back to mid lane. And that's fine. You can see, I'm not missing any resources doing this. And if there's a play available, I get massive advantage. Okay, this play does not work for them, by the way, in case anyone is curious. I can ult out, but I don't even think that's necessary. I think I just kind of slap one of these on the volley bear and then run away. Yep, come back to lane. No fear. Volley bear is gonna try to take his camps. Bot lane wins. Push out the wave. I mean, bot lane must feel like it's tough to play because, again, I'm constantly fogging in river, which makes it just hard for them to play. They have to constantly respect the fact that I can be bot. My Garen is doing some crazy proxying. Looks like there are no roams available, so let's just slap this mid tower. Get a free plate. We can harass the Katarina a little bit on the tower here. She can probably die on the next wave if we really want to play for it. But again, what's the point of solo killing a Platinum Katarina player? We're just going to shove out this wave and then look for our base. But you can see Katarina has not had a chance to roam because we're just constantly shoving the wave. I have no intention of looking for this play because I'm completely So let me just base instead. Damn, close to Roa. So it goes. So it goes. We will not quite have it yet. But you can see we're up 15 CS on a plate, which is pretty solid in mid lane. Could have had more advantage, but that's fine. She will get her Gunblade eventually. So the main thing I've noticed about Katarina with Gunblade is the slow, I just don't expect it. I've played against Katarina a few times since she takes Gunblade, and I'm like, oh, I'm completely fine. But then the slow just allows her to really get on top of you and stick to you, and it becomes very annoying. Shove out the wave here, and then fog towards the bot side. Probably not going to commit to any roams down here just because the wave is so near. So we'll just come around here again. Maybe we can slap the Katarina a little bit. Play around the fog here. And then just push the wave out again. My Garen is doing a funny. Looks like he's just killing the enemy volley bear. Oh dear god. Shove out the wave. Some funny stuff is happening here. Yeah, I'm not gonna follow this roam. My Garen did God's work. I'll just slap the tower. Good job. Katarina gets a kill. That's fine. I get a plate for that. She loses a few minions. Can harass her a little bit under the tower here. Take the plate. Push the wave. Can maybe look for a bot play at some point here. Could also just base, to be honest. I mean, again, this is one of those moments where, realistically speaking, I should try to harass the Katarina very heavily on the tower because she's low HP, but we'll let her get away with it. Pantheon is here. Oh, you're playing it. I was just gonna roam top lane here, to be honest. This looks like a pretty good roam, especially with Evelyn being up here. We can press R on the Yorick and he should die. I think he's dead anyway. Oh, maybe not. I actually think I did have to ult there. Otherwise she would die to Yorick. I thought she had ult, she did not. I think just base here, to be honest. No reason to run back to mid lane because the Katarina isn't mid lane right now. If she were mid lane here, I would have instantly ran back to mid lane to try to collect the wave. But we get our Aurora here, which is great. Now we're gonna move into Archangels. We saw Volibear cross. This means I don't have ult though, which gets a little bit dodgy when I want to roam bot lane, for example. My Garen is probably dead to the Volibear here, but that's okay. Katarina will get a chance to roam too now, because she came back to lane a little bit faster than me. She'll just drop this minion if she's competent. She's greeting a little bit too hard to try to get that minion. Not really worth it for her. Garen should die up here, but that's fine. We'll just keep pushing out mid lane. Yeah, there you go. Yorick is a bit scary this season, I will say, because the amount of plates. Again, we'll get first push on mid lane, and then we can just slap the tower a little bit, be annoying to the Katarina. I don't see any good roams. She can jump on me, but again, Q, EQ, W, you guarantee that snare on her, and you just run away. And then you just wait for your W to come up again, and it's tough for her, right? I want to cancel her base here. Great base cancel. Gonna go for a ward in the enemy bot side jungle while I'm at it, because there's nothing else to do while I'm waiting for the wave to arrive. Very important that you try to, like, min-max your time when there's nothing to do, like while you're waiting for the waves to arrive. Could roam top lane here. Could also look for a potential bot play. Looks like my bot lane is dead. Caitlyn is for sure dead, but we might be able to find Hui down here if we just run down. Should be possible. We'll see if they greed for more. Maybe I try to catch the Pantheon here. Ah, that spots me? Oh, it doesn't spot into Dragon Pit. Oh, I could have hid in the pit. I'm not too familiar with these Phaelites yet, in terms of like exactly what they see. But again, come mid lane, press EQ on the wave, and then just leave again. And then we have complete control and we're stabilizing the game. Volibear's coming mid. I don't think I really want to try to fight him here. I could try to be annoying here, just chunk him out a little bit. No intention of trying to kill him, but chunking him out should be nice, because it should make it impossible for him to try to fight. That's just crazy, isn't it? Am I getting flashed on by Pantheon? Yeah, that just happened. I guess he's mad. Slap the tower here a little bit. Might need to flash here. Yeah, that doesn't work. My Evelyn hates me. Please, Evelyn, please! Wait, I live this? I should not have lived it. I should not have lived. Like, we can all... Like, let's just be very clear, I should have died there. Why are you on me, man? What in the world? Why was it aggroed on me? What in the world? My Garen is taking a tier. Is it playable? Yeah, I can kite this out. He will maybe come from here. Let's move. Okay, he just does grubs. Let's just take our base then. Man, I'm getting so many jump scares here. Merc threats are not bad this game either. But I think getting Archangels faster is more important. Allows you to stack it just that little bit quicker. But getting Merc Treads, I think Merc Treads is probably the best boots that we have in the game right now for mid laners. Because there's a lot of magic damage in the game, you'll see. Like magic damage, magic damage, magic damage with Dusk and Dawn and Hextech Gunblade being good. And there are a lot of mages being played bot lane. So there's a lot of magic damage, which means your upgraded Merc Treads for mid laners, oh my god, they're so high value. She has Gunblade, we need to be aware of that. Just wait for spells here. And then we can walk at her. I mean, this is just not winning for her, unfortunately. It was close. Like, consider the fact that she would beat me with Gunblade there, despite the fact that I'm 2 items to her 1 item. Like, that's kind of the calculation that I can't run on Katarina at the moment. I don't know when I'm dead against the champion. Because usually I would just walk at her there and she wouldn't do anything. With Nashor's Tooth there, that's not terrifying at all. But with Gunblade, all of a sudden she's very scary. She's dead here. Just hit that spell. Yeah. Good night. Slap the tower once. We need to try to break bot lane tower here, which is why it was super stupid for me to actually just pink ward here. I mean, Garen is absolutely stomping though. Oh. Pantheon in my lane. I don't think he kills me. Shove this out. Can slap the tower again. He's gonna run top lane. Was that like his ult that I heard there? I think it was. But that means I just get to slap this mid lane tower. I mean, again, we kill the enemy laner, even with a jungle gank or whatever, and that just means that we get to slap this tower. Someone has to come defend it. If they don't, we get 3 plates. And you can get so many plates. And now we can take a base, we can get Merc Treads, and then we can start moving into Actualizer. And we're gonna have upgrade Merc Treads. It recommends Death Cap? No, 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 no. We will be playing Actualizer, brother. No Death Cap here. I even like sometimes, against more aggressive team compositions where you're for sure getting dove on, to run Fimbulwinter. So you would fully stack your Archangels, then wrap back around for Fimbulwinter. And it makes you very, very tanky. And then with Actualizer on 4 items, you can do some crazy work. But for now, shove out the wave and then just roam. Oh, looks like we want to try to throw bot lane here. I don't think there's anything that I can do bot lane. I should catch her because I have boots, so we can slap her a little bit here. That gives me phase rush proc. And you can just see how much damage we're able to output at this point. There you have it. And now we can move down and try to contest this Drake or go for a roam. The Katarina is probably gonna base. Oh, that's an FF. Okay. Well, there you have it. Let's have a little peek at the damage dealt. I mean, my Garen was just winning super hard. That's how it goes. Yeah. Garen was just stomping top lane. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Have a good one. See ya. Bye 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 bye.